Well, I got to be honest, man. It brings back a lot of good memories, man. You know, I remember 2020 and 2021. We had so many Trump trains that were big, and I haven't seen the unity that I saw here today. It was pretty good. I thought it was really good, man. I'm really glad to see people get back out. It was bigger than it was in our area. So if you're from the Canton, Worcester area, these guys here are challenging us to get back out and show up at events. And, you know, it's really to show the people that we are still here, that
Absolutely.
we're still fighting, that we are more united than the media wants you to believe. We're not as divided as they'd like you to think. We're not as divided as we've ever been. The Civil War, we was killing each other. So it is very divisive, yes, but things like today really are encouraging, man. It kind of brings this sense back to it, you know, cohesion. I love it, man. It feels really good to be back, man.
Yeah. Absolutely. And, you know, I know you did travel a good ways to get here today. So it was definitely worth it to you.
Oh, dude, absolutely. You know what's funny is last night I had a long-ass week. I had a bunch of stuff come up. I wasn't even feeling good, and I was like, I think I'm going to call Ryan and cancel. But you know what? There's something, and I ain't saying this to brag, but maybe to inspire somebody else. Maybe you don't feel like doing something. Maybe you want to stay home. It's the weekend. I have a camper on a lake. I wanted to stay there, man. But you know what? There's a cause much greater than just doing something that feels good for the moment. You know, just always being selfish. Money, all that stuff, we can get that later, man. Right now, we got 3 months to the most important election of your lifetime, and I mean that. Like, this country is on the line, bro.
That's it. And after this, we're not going to have a country left to save if we don't win it.
If they steal this one, guys, we actually have an email list that we're putting together for January 21st emergency email list. You guys can only imagine why I have that email list. If somebody wants to reach out to us, get on that email list. Worst case scenario, we're going to have a massive Zoom call January 21st, worst case scenario, because if it goes the wrong way, I mean, I don't know what the worst case scenario is, but it's going to be bad, man. Yeah. I mean, we're going to lose. She's coming. She said she's coming after our guns. She has openly said they're going to stop drilling for oil. Kamala Harris has said this. Then you have Tampon Tim, who's now running with her, who is a total radical, who's stolen valor, lied about where he served.
Lied about his rank,
left the service as soon as they were deployed. So I really honestly think, look at that, people still honking at us, man. They see the flag. Maybe I shouldn't make predictions, but I don't think Kamala's going to be there in November. I don't think she's going to make it, bro.
I don't either. And you know what? After today, seeing the amount of support that we got
still there
was amazing. It gives me great hope.
Yeah, absolutely. Great hope. Yep, and there's still a lot of us out here fighting. The thing to remember is we got to support each other. We had an event 2 weeks ago, and we didn't have anybody from the Republican Party there. And then when the Republican Party has events, there's no one from the grassroots there. So I just was hoping to encourage people today to come back together. And maybe you think the guy at your county party is a little bit of a rhino. You don't like him, but guess what? He's on your team. There's only two sides right now. So we have to find a way to bridge that gap. And you know, realize we're all essentially on the same team and work with each other a little better. And today we saw state representatives that were there. We had
Senator Frank Hoagland.
Frank Hoagland was there. So we had a lot of people that were, you know, coming together, and we can win if it's fair.
Yes.
We can win if it's fair, but we have to make it too big to rig. That's my mission, my goal. We're working with the NRA right now. If anybody would like to help to do something actual, we had our representative from the NRA at our group in Canton, Ohio 2 weeks ago, and they're actually meeting today and door knocking, and then he takes everybody to a gun range, and everybody gets to shoot under the NRA dollar. So if you all want to help door knock, reach out to me or Ryan. I'm on Instagram, Twisted Miller. I'm on Facebook, Jason Miller. I'm on YouTube, Jason D. Miller. And send us a message, and we'd love to get you involved in knocking on doors to get the vote out. Because what we're finding out is that 20% of conservatives say they're not even planning on voting because they believe it's going to be rigged.
Yes, they have fears over 2020. Yeah. And you know what? That has been my biggest thing. If you trust Trump and if you trust what he says, or even if you trust me and you trust what I say, we got to make it too big to rig, and it is very possible.
Well, it is.
If everybody came together, went out, voted,
absolutely, man. People are looking for courage right now. Courage is contagious, and this shirt right here, this photo represents a man when he was at his greatest danger. This was less than 1 minute after he was shot at, and that sniper, he didn't know if the sniper was shot. He didn't know if there was a second shooter, which we obviously know there was a second shooter. We don't say it too loud. But bottom line is Trump still stood up and said, fight, 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 because he wanted to show courage in the face of adversity. And that's what we want to do by this parade and by encouraging you to go door knocking. We want to show adversity. We want to show courage in the face of adversity. Maybe they're going to try to steal it, but we still keep doing it. We keep fighting and make sure we get out there, and other people will be inspired by what you do, not what you say.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. I couldn't have said it better myself.
Dude, people don't care what you say. They care how you make them feel, and they care what your example is.
Yep.
So we got to lead by example, man. This is the last thing. It's our last shot. But you know what? I really do believe that come January 21st, we're going to be okay. Yeah, I do believe that God's not done with America. We've got the pay. I mean, if they steal it, it would be really bad. I don't think they're going to, but I do think they're going to crash the economy afterwards. So guys, make sure you got some gold and silver. Make sure you got some water. I'm being serious about this.
Yes.
Make sure you guys got a backup plan, because when Trump gets back in the White House, they're going to crash the economy. They're going to start a war. They're going to do everything they can to make him look like a total piece of shit.
And we don't want to scare you, and that's not the goal, and that's not what we're trying to do. We want you to be prepared, not dead.
Yeah. I'm telling you, man, this is not fear porn, man. This is just, I would bet the house.
Yes.
If Trump gets back in there, they're going to sink this economy, because they have to make him look bad. That's probably where they're at right now. They know that it's almost too big to rig, but keep up the good fight, guys, man, and it's been good to see everybody out today.